All right, so let's add in a couple of effects we are going to use later. And we are putting in some audio tracks now. So right click, insert audio track down here and drag this FX Sound 1 from your core samples library in here. And we see it's a quite long effect. We can actually increase our pattern length now and go this long. So 4 bars now. Actually move that symbol and that perky thing. Double click on that FX sound. And you see it's not warped correctly. Hit 122. Okay, that looks a lot better. And bring down the levels. Even further. Okay, rename to FX Sound 1. And now we are adding in a vinyl distortion. Preset vinyl. Drag it on there. And also, as always, an EQ. And let's take this reverb Taurus style. If you haven't saved it yet, save it. So you can always pick it up from your user library, or if you're looking for audio effects, now you put in Taura and there you will find it, and put this up here as well. Vinyl distortion, let's listen to that first. And actually start playing here with soloing the track. Okay, we need to clean up a little bit. Take it down a little bit here. I kind of like it that dirty, if we take the drive down. Yeah, let's keep it dirty and add a reverb on top. And just increase the decay time to even further, like 6 seconds something. Dry wet up. Let's listen to the thing. Or maybe a bit less drive. And I want to add in another return channel now, so we can insert another effect here. And let's do right click, insert return track. If you have to open them up here, go look for ping pong delay here. This one. Dry wet up all the way. We're on a return channel. And now let's go to somewhere around 2.4. And of course, send it to this channel. Yeah, there we are. We're probably going to use that ping pong with more of our effects. So that's why I created this return channel now. Okay, let's put in the next effect. I'm actually going to simply copy this track now, duplicate, bring that up a bit, delete that audio and go to the core samples and look for FX023. Right. Okay, let's pick that up and put it into the 4th position of this bar, 16.4, and bring it down. And take off this EQ. Also take off this vinyl distortion here and actually delete it. Right. And well, the EQ, deactivate the 5th and bring the low cut up. And increase the decay time here. And a bit more dry wet here. Play it wetter and increase the diffusion time. So this is the tail of the reverb. Increase diffusion decibels here. We'll actually put it here. Okay, we're going to put in a couple of other effects. So another audio track and look for claps 0.15 -1. Yeah, that one is one of those pre-claps we can throw on, put right before the 4th position. So the last clap is being introduced here. Maybe in this pattern here in bar 19 to 20. And bring it down. So it's just a clap reversed. And I kind of like putting the doubler on that one. So audio effects doubler, this one here. Let's rename this to reverse clap. It's a bit too loud. Double click, bring down the level here to -4, back up. Can increase it here now. And left delay a bit longer, maybe 16 milliseconds. Okay, and the filter up on the right. And let's bring them further out to the left, 33, and same thing to the right. And also EQ8 low cut. Let's put it a bit earlier. And on one of our return channels here, we have this reverb. And I'd like to introduce another reverb return channel. So below this one, inserting another return track. On here, we are using this Taurus style reverb as well. So I'm dragging that up and open it up all the way. And that's it. And let's just send, like this one is shorter, has shorter decay times, and this one has a bit longer decay time here. So let's drag the second control, controlling B. And let's drag that up to like 10 or something. Getting a bit of tail here. Okay, and we're going on putting in another effect, and that one is called Core Samples 002. Oh yeah, that guy. Let's put it in here. And the exact position will be Well, you have your bar 0.3, 0.4, and then you put it right in the middle of those two. Like exact position in that case is, well, we don't even get a number there. So it's between 16.4 and 16.3.4 if you're at bar 16. Let's double click and okay. Bring down the gain. Undo that. And let's go into the sample and transpose it, but warp it before. So let's warp it. We can keep the length of the sample and bring it down. What a cool effect, huh? Let's actually set this to 23. Well, that's fun. Let's go to the effects and select noise. I think it's called noisy, so I'm just going to look for noisy. Erosion is the erosion, and drag on noisy here. That already works. So sometimes you can work really fast with those effects. Don't even think too much about it. Just put it on and then low cut always. Since this one is introducing so many new frequencies, we gotta put the cutoff behind it. Let's call this FX Boog. And it's perfectly positioned already. So why do I put it there? Because it just adds to the groove in that position. Other positions might work as well, but I really like that one. But you wouldn't play those two together, for example. So you would always put that one here and then make sure this one goes in the next one. We don't want to play too many effects at the same time. Okay, cool. The next effect we're putting in is an audio effect as well. And let's go back to the core samples here. 7. Okay, it's just a reverse symbol. And we want to have it finish right before our bar. Double click, set the speed of that one to 120 in this case. And we are not transposing or anything. And now we just try to push it right here in front of our number 17. But leave a tiny bit of a gap. Yeah, maybe that much. And let's call this one ref sim and bring it down. So I'm not sure if you heard that already, but that's helpful. And let's use this Toro style long reverb as send effect here. Put it up to and bring it to the right here. And you kind of hear it cuts off a bit early. So let's put in a bit of this delay, ping pong delay. So I'm opening that up. Shorter. Even shorter. Okay, let's pick 33. And just in case, EQ on top. Maybe we need to cut something here later. I'm not too sure about that. Okay, and we insert another effect. We're inserting a lot of effects now because we want to make our song interesting. And FX003 and warp this one to 120. Okay, and bring down the gain. In this case, I want to put on a really long Toro style reverb. So audio effects, Toro again, drag it on here, put it to 10 seconds. And increase the diffusion amount. This just sounds great. Well, another EQ8 behind it. Okay, put that one to the left. And call it FX. Okay, next effect, no time to lose, and this is going to be talk. Let's actually copy this one, duplicate, turn this off, and put talk on here. At 16.3. Go into the sample. 122 is correct in this case. You know what? Of course, we're never playing all those effects at the same time, so it's getting a bit too much here. So no, you know what? Let's drag it longer. Let's go from 17 to 33. So sidechain up, kick up as well. Put in 16 bars here, and let's take this talk FX and go to 25 here. Exactly. Rename it to talk. And that one should be played a bit lower. So, absolutely. And bring the decay time down to 6 maybe. So this is really about positioning the stuff, and or bar 0.4, 0.3 is always a great position to add in groove because it's just right before we newly start our pattern, and that always grooves totally. Okay, so now we put in a lot of effects, but it's helping us make this track a lot more interesting as well. So now we are at track 24 already. And we can distribute all those effects over our arrangement later, which is going to be fun.